Good morning, everybody. So I wanted to shoot a quick little video just because it's kind of a nice day. Of course, as soon as I started filming, a train came through. So, what else is new? Always some sort of annoyance. I just had a walk and talk 2 days ago, so don't have a whole lot to really talk about. But I did get I got another new phone through a different provider, and this one actually has service. So I downloaded Pokemon Go again. So now I'm have more of a reason to walk than just mindlessly walking. So that's kind of exciting. I'm not sure how the data's gonna hold up, but we'll see. The phone's actually pretty incredible. It has all kinds of cool little features. Like, I don't know. It's pretty cool. Like, it might actually have a better camera and audio than this camera. So once I work out all the fundamentals, I might start using my phone instead of this. So that might be a change in quality. But since I got the phone and I've been doing Pokemon Go, which I just started yesterday, so it's not like nothing crazy, but you know what that means, right? It's gonna be a lot less walk and talks, because I'll always be in town catching little fake critters. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna play like I used to because, well, one, I'm still alone, so it makes it a little less entertaining. I used to play with a few friends and my ex, and then I started playing with a guy that I used to play Magic with, Magic the Gathering. My ex is my ex now. No argument for me. And my friends are MIA. And this new guy, the newer one, kind of ghosted me. So when I play, I'll be playing alone. So it'll probably be more of me just playing whenever I, go shopping or something. Or when I finally get my car and my license, I'll just play the whole time I'm driving. Just kidding. Probably shouldn't joke like that, but some people get real butthurt about that kind of thing. No, I'm a cautious driver, but I got to thinking about that too, and the aunt that's been helping me has been going out of town quite often, so now I might not get my license till like the end of November. So that's mildly irritating, because I really wanted to have everything cut and dry before the snow started flying. I mean, for several reasons. I mean, I doubt my aunt is going to drive as much when there's, if we get a bunch of snow. And that's just going to draw everything out even longer. And I'm just not interested in that. I want to get it done so I can move on to the next phase of the plan. And I was thinking about the whole I need a job to pay for a car thing. But then I was thinking, like, one of my reasons that I think it's slightly difficult to find work is transportation. So if I got the car, that would open up a lot of opportunities. And I can always pay for it through, like, scrapping and odd jobs. So, because I want to go for a pickup truck. Like, it just makes sense to me. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have kids. A lot of the stuff I do, I could do a lot better with a pickup truck. So, it just makes sense. Or I can get one of those creeper vans. Those big old white utility vans. That would be another option, because it would have the space I need to scrap more efficiently. And I'm going for a pickup truck if I can. So that's the thought process there. And like I said, when you have to rely, look at that mushroom, that's cool, right? I don't know what kind of mushroom that is. But when you have to rely on like somebody to help you, it can really screw things up. But I really don't have much of another choice. So my options, as you may have guessed from previous episodes, previous videos, my options on things I want to do and how I want to get them done are grossly limited. So I do have a lot of things I want to do today. I want to fix the pumpkin. The pumpkin's all rotten. I want to use the good side. I want to carve Take One in it. And then I'm going to put a bowl of candy next to it. And that's going to be the try not to be a pig, kids, and save candy for other kids incentive. But, yeah, there's one of my theories. I was wondering if they put a Pokestop at the Lookout, and that is a negative. They do not have a Pokestop at the Lookout. Which, it's just kind of weird to me, because it kind of tells you a little bit about my town. You know, it's so small and so humdrum that all the Pokestops are like the post office and churches, maybe the bars and clubs, and the park. I thought the Lookout would have one because the other trail I hike has two, I think. So that's closer to a historical monument than this is. This is more of a chill through way to the next town over. But what was I saying? Yeah, okay. So I want to carve the other side of the pumpkin to say Take One and hang the light in it. So I can put a bowl of candy out while I hike the town on trick-or-treating. And then probably take a short video of my my costume too. Not today, but before the trick-or-treating. I gotta find a bowl to actually put the candy in. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use for that. I was strongly considering making like a trailer park version of like a candy dispensing, a trailer park version of like a candy dispensing machine. So you'd like pull a lever and like, you know, 2 or 3 pieces of candy would fall out. But it's literally like 2 days away. So I'm gonna focus on, you know, getting the pumpkin ready and finding a bowl for the candy. I was strongly considering it. I thought that would have been kind of cool, but I mean, with the tools I have to build any kind of complex mechanism with the stuff I have laying around, might be a bit of a high hope, because it's like, whenever you're doing something that you have to pull a lever to release something, it would have to be like fairly precise. And using nothing but a circular saw, hand tools, and a power drill, you know, precision isn't as good as if I had like an entire wood shop. So So that's that. I tried cleaning out some more of the attic yesterday, and I did. I spent about another hour up there. And I don't know if I said this before, but there is so much trash. Like, just stupid, worthless things. And I tried to get rid of some of it, but can't do that. It might be worth money someday. Like, that was the thought when it was put up there 20 years ago, and it's still sitting there. The one thing in particular that I wanted, because I was going to scrap them out, was there's about 15 of those candelabras that are plastic for Christmas, and you light them up and put them in your window. Sorry, I got a spider web touching my nose. But, yeah. There's like 15 of those plastic, old, plug-in, the big light bulbs, candelabras you put in the window. And I'd probably guess that at least 2 or 3 of them are broken. But they're yellow with age. They're probably halfway dry rot. And I was like, would you have any objection to me scrapping them all out and throwing all the plastic away? She's like, no, they're worth like $25 a piece. I'm like, no, they're not. Not, even if they were brand new, they're probably not worth $25 a piece. And in the condition they're in, I said you'd be lucky to get $1 a piece. Granted, if they even worked. But you can't argue with the good old game master. She wants space so she can waste more money to buy more garbage we don't need that's going to end up in the bloody attic anyways. But we can't get rid of any of the old garbage. It's irritating. It's irritating. It's very, very irritating. Me, my brother, my pap, my grandma, we all did, we did plastic canvas for stints of time. Them more than me. I was always kind of artsy, but the yarn fibers got to my allergies, so I didn't get too into it. But there's like box upon box upon box of this junk. And she's like, oh, I want to sell it. And I'm like, it's getting dry rot. You want like $20 a piece for them. And people don't even want to spend $5 a piece for it. It'll sit there till it falls apart. And that is precisely what's happening. There are things up there that are older than me that looks like it was put through a wood chipper. But I don't even bother taking it down and asking her, because I already know what she'd say. One, she would either try to blame me for breaking it, or two, she'd tell me to put it back because it's not broken, or put it back because it's worth something. Like, having her around is so counterproductive. That's my life. She wanted to get dinners from the church today, right? You were supposed to call ahead to get these dinners. There's a female cardinal. It's a female because it's a brown color. The females do darker colors to blend in, so predators have a harder time catching them in their nests. And the males are brighter to attract mates. Interesting fact. You probably already knew that, but I like to flex my intelligence once in a while. But she wanted to get dinners from the church, right? And I was like, okay, whatever, I'll walk up. And I went up, and they're like, you have to call in advance. Like, you have to call and order it, like, days prior. Luckily or unluckily, the lady up there said that they do make extra, and that they can sell me to if I just wanted to wait for them to put them together. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. God, was it disappointing. So it was $12 for a standard hot meals container, the 3-compartment kind. It had cabbage halushki, which I'm not a huge fan of cabbage, but as far as halushi was concerned, it was passable. Then it had pigs in a blanket, which once again, not a big fan of cabbage, but the meat and rice inside was good. And then they had pierogies. Now, I absolutely love church pierogies. These were a disgrace. They were an absolute disgrace. They should be ashamed to sell pierogies like that at that church. They were weird, small, shriveled up, didn't have hardly any flavor, they were super bland. Out of the entire meal, the only thing that I can truthfully say that was good was the meat inside the porcupine ball, or inside the pigs in a blanket, and the gob, or the whoopie pie, whichever you call it. And to be completely honest, I didn't want the whoopie pie because it's a whole ton of empty calories. But I'm kind of glad I ate it. Well, I don't like cake either, and whoopie pies and gobs are basically a cake. But I'm glad I ate it, because it was truthfully the only thing in the meal that was genuinely good, that was genuinely passable as what they said it was. It was the only thing in the meal that truthfully lived up to its name. Like, it was $12 a meal. I wouldn't have paid $8. Like, maybe $6. $8 if I was starving and I was already there. There's no way it was worth $12. I mean, it was 3 pierogies, a fist, a small fist, well, maybe like I don't know a good comparison. Maybe like a third of a pound of decent cooked meat, and like basically everything else was bloody cabbage, and cabbage is like super cheap. And if they were charging for the fact that they were putting it together and they were cooking it, I can understand that, but they could at least did a good job. It was just all around pretty much a disappointment. That is my life. So I was walking, right? And I was getting ready to take a couple of gyms before I popped off at Dollar General. And I felt my one shoe get looser and looser and looser. And the shoestring broke. I got these boots. Oh, by the way, don't look at the pants. I hate these pants. I hate the pattern. The only reason I keep them and wear them is because they're brand new and clean and they fit me. I hate the TV static pattern. I hate it. But they're clean and they fit me and they're warm, so I don't care much. They could be, pink and green polka dots, and, that's whatever, because it's nice, clean clothes. But anyways, I did get these boots at like a Goodwill or something, and I have the theory that they were like in somebody's garage for like 5 years, because like the rivets that hold the strings are popping out of the boot, which isn't that big of a deal. I just thread it through the holes, it's whatever. But the shoestrings are breaking. Like, it had to have been sitting for a very long time. But once again, they're warm, they don't leak, they fit me, and they're comfortable. So, a 10 minute repair job, and they'll be good enough. They're way better than my other boots, because my other boots are new, like I bought them from a store, but they're steel-toed, because I needed steel-toed for a job I was doing, so they're drastically heavier than normal boots, or these kind of boots. And they're really old now. And they're pretty beat up too. And I stepped on a bunch of nails, so there's a bunch of holes in them. So they leak. So I barely ever wear them, but I kept them just in case if something happens to these ones before winter's over. Alright, enough complaining. I'ma go. I actually didn't think I had that much to talk about, but I think we went a whole solid 20-25 minutes. But I'm about back to town. I think it's about time to check and see if any more Pokemon has spawned. And I think I'll head back and probably work on that pumpkin after I find out what I'm gonna do for actual food. Later on, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.